Travis Snow is pissed off. Travis Snow was supposed to go on a walk for charity. Travis Snow slept in. Travis Snow is talking in the third person. That's what Travis Snow does when he's making YouTube videos and is pissed. I stayed up late last night. Idiot. I was supposed to wake up at 5 a.m. Doesn't work if you stay up late. You'll sleep right through your alarm. Movie quotes. Yeah, that's so stupid. Man flies out window. Stupid! Pizza? For me? Oh boy. I like peppers, but I love anchovies because they're real fishy. Sometimes I like to get a pizza with nothing on it but anchovies. No peppers or olives or onions, just anchovies because they're good. Both of those quotes are from the same movie, which is my favoriteest movie ever. If you guys know what movie that is, I will give you a YouTube hug, which is basically just me hugging the camera, like this. And if you don't get it, well, that's okay, because you just got one for free. You got a free hug, so don't worry, it's all good. Shout out to R0b3rto0o, R0b3rto0o, Roberto. That's probably a little bit too many O's at the end of Roberto. R0b3rto0o. That works out. Okay, now I'm going to do that tongue twister thing, and just to warn you guys, when I do tongue twisters, somehow I do them with like weird accents that are terrible. They don't usually sound that much like it, but yeah, here goes. I rattled my bottles in a rollocks yard, 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 I rattled my bollocks and rattles, I rattled my bollocks and rattled. I hate this. I rattled my bottles in rollocks yard, 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 I rattled my I rattled my bottles in rollocks yard, 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 I rattled my bollocks. I rattled my bottles, blah, 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 blah. I rattled my bottles in rollocks yard, I rattled my bottles in rollocks yard, I rattled my bottles in rollocks yard, I rattled my bottles in rollocks yard. I rattled my bottles in rollocks yard, 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 I rattled my bottles in rollocks yard. I tried to do it like perfectly without screwing up, but I couldn't, so that last one, yeah, I screwed up on like the 13th, but just ignore that, it's perfect. You guys may have noticed that blue thing around my wrist. Yeah, because I went to my friend's concert thingy last night. The band's Twisted. I forgot my flipping camera. I forgot you. Yeah, not you people in YouTube land. I was talking my camera. Yeah. They were good. They rocked. They rocked hard. Probably because they're like a rock band, which is why they rocked. I'm using my logical brain part functionness to do that. So love it, lump it, live it, love it, that. I don't talk. Ow. This is me doing a terrible impression of rachicalnote. Hi, I'm rachicalnote. Just to let you guys know, Travis Snow does a terrible impression of me. Ha ha ha. Wow, I do terrible impressions of rachicalnote. I can almost kind of do Sean Connery. Hello, I'm Sean Connery. My name's Sean Connery and I say my name. That was another terrible impression. I used to be so much better at impressions and stuff, and then I just like stopped being able to. Aight. Gracias for watching, yo. Ha 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 ha. This is my failure voice. This is what I sound like when I'm a failure. Is this what you like, YouTube? You're like failures. Well, screw you, YouTube. I'm not a failure. I'm a human being. What the hell was that? I don't even know. I just tired and don't know what to put in the video, and I'm upset that I missed the flipping walkathon. That I was gonna have to walk-a-thon to the walkathon. Like a 2.5 hour walk to take 3 buses to go on a long walk, to take 3 buses back, to go on another long walk. So yeah, it would have been a really long walk and I would have died. So maybe it's not that bad. Alright, I am leaving now, but before I go, I'm going to leave you with a few words of inspiration. I'm gonna say a quote. My quote. You can quote me if you want. Yeah. He who has no name catches no fish. Isn't that like the best quote ever? And the quote that... my favorite quote that I've quoted someone with is, I'm quoting you. Because it's like, I'm quoting you, but quoting you. I'm quoting you, quoting you.